to take this one and transfer because I'm not gonna have enough storage for both. So we remember from season one that Rosa used to do ballet. So Terry finds her old coach. However, her old coach was disastrous. She was as mean to Rosa that Rosa is mean to Sam, which is her little brother. Gina goes in and she says, "You know what? I'm gonna teach Captain Holt a lesson." What she does is she put the cupcake on his seat, and then Captain Holt sit his ass on his seat, and he gets in trouble. Well, not in trouble, but he's like, "Okay, well, you sit on it." And said, "What is your cupcake doing there?" "Oh, you tell me that it wasn't supposed to be there. Like your car wasn't supposed to be there." And then it's an allusion to make him realize that he was wrong with Charles, and Charles was in the right. He put something where it doesn't belong, and then there's an accident, and it's because he put something where it doesn't belong. That's simple, which I did like. I did appreciate the little bit of the cool thing that we have here. Amy and Jake are doing a stakeout in a hotel room where they see that the bed is very comfortable and that things could work out. So this is kind of cool. However, they're fighting, and because they're fighting, the bird next door hears them and sees the camera, which gets Old and Amy in super trouble because they're fighting. But Old sees this, he understands Jake's, which is again more of a Old is a very good character because he reacts differently with people. So with Jake, he realized that he has to treat him like a kid, right? And he has to explain things. So for example, he says, "You know what this card is so important to me?" And again, this is the car we introduced this episode. I said, "This card is very important to me because when we were young, me and Kevin didn't have a lot of money, right? Until we started having a good job, and I didn't want to buy the car because we lived far. And because I didn't want to buy the car, the relationship wasn't doing well. However, one morning, Kevin came at my door and knocked and said, 'Hey, I bought a car for me to see you.' And Old said, 'The biggest way that I have is I'm buying the car first.' And it speaks to Jake, which is super cool because so that's pretty much the scene. Old talks to Charles, and Charles, he said, 'Hey, don't worry, the car looks good right now.' Charles goes to pay him, and he canceled the check. He's like, 'No, it's my fault, you're good.' And then Gina says, 'You owe me so much for the cupcake,' which is pretty fucking funny.
I think I was just scared that you were going to realize you're way better than me. Like, you're Orangina and I'm Orange Soda.
Are you kidding? You're Orangina?
Ugh.
I love this. I love this. Jake's apologized, and he tells Amy why he didn't feel like buying a mattress, and because he didn't believe that he was worth it for her. She's much better than him. She could have found better than him. Buying a mattress would have just been the expenses for her to leave for a better guy, which is pretty sad. Next episode, we have season 3, episode 8. We have Ava, which is typical. We have the typical. This is a Thanksgiving special. What are they Thanksgiving? So basically, what they have is they have recaps. So the Thanksgiving they had the iced. We should do like think about. Oh, by the way, to finish with Rosa, Rosa realized that her dance ballet was a good teacher, but she was a shitty human being. And Rosa here doesn't want to be a shitty human being. She wants to be a good teacher, but she also wants to be a good human being. That's why she chilled with Sam. So that's pretty much it. So next episode we have Charles coming in with Gobble Gobble, which is his Thanksgiving special thing to say. However, there's a couple that they're here to see Charles about what happened to their grandma, which is horrible. And Charles, if they costume and say something horrible happened to their grandma, which is super, super, super nice. So we have a. I think it's lost. I'm gonna finish it in 10 minutes. I'm gonna sleep a little bit. We have the episode, which is basically this is super cool because this is Charles and Amy, and you just realize that Charles and Amy, this is the first episode they have together. I'm gonna buy from. I'll be right back.